for the love story between Vishnu and Sahiba. Hashtags justice for Aditi. We give out too much about our what we are doing in the film, etc. Sometimes it's really nice to be quiet.
Hi Aditi, welcome to Box Office India. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm also good. So, how's the lockdown been for you?
Very loaded question. But at the beginning, it wasn't. It was. I was like in shock. I was like, "What is going on?" Um, and I think also it was it was all the news that was coming to me, and I can't I find it so difficult to deal, to watch people suffer like that. So that was a difficult time. But then slowly everything settled, and then I think we're all in maybe a better space now. So I'm also fine. And yeah, I've been doing actually being quite productive actually through lockdown.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to be.
Well, yeah, each to their own, but I've had 2 releases, I've had a song release, I've done 2 covers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've done quite a lot actually.
it's been a busy lockdown for you, which is great, which is good for us because we keep meeting you again and
I
again.
also want to shoot. I went to Bombay to shoot.
Yeah, so let's start with that. How was the experience shooting with the new normal?
Oh my god, I can't. I was my heart was going like that. Even though I'm not actually being very anxious, but I'm more anxious for the people around me than I am for myself. And I'm at home with family, so I worry about them more. So I was I was not looking forward to this. And then once I got there, it was just the most amazing shoot. Also, I was just so happy to be on set. I literally thought that मैं तो सब कुछ भूल गई, मुझे कुछ नहीं याद होगा. जब बोलेंगे action, I'll be like, हाँ. I was feeling like that, but it's it's like fish to water. You just dunked me in there, and I felt so happy. I was like, oh, I'm back home. And also, I have to say that MA Entertainment, Nikhil, Madhu, Monisha, all the ADs, everybody on set, John's company, John himself. I mean, they created this set that felt so safe. I was like, what's Corona? Like,
Wow.
and because they were all in PPE kits and all, John and I obviously couldn't be we couldn't wear masks.
Yeah.
But it felt so good. It really felt amazing. I felt really
Nice to know.
yeah.
So the response for We has been massive. Like people are loving it because of the OTT platform. You get an immediate reaction as well. So how does that feel to you?
It feels phenomenal because it's a film that I was also looking forward to. Also because I enjoyed making it so much. Even though I'm in terms of screen time, I'm there not very much. But in terms of the fact that this girl literally makes everything happen in the film, and the love story is what causes everything to happen. So I'm sorry, my puppy is going to keep showing her face.
No worries. We don't mind that.
Because of that, I really enjoy doing this film, and when it gets the kind of response that you hope it'll get, I mean, there's no. I mean, I can't even describe that feeling. And also, I feel like even for me, my character Sahiba, for the love story between Vishnu and Sahiba, the response has been so overwhelming. Like literally, I spent the whole of yesterday in between interviews replying to every single person who was writing to me on Twitter and writing to the team. Because I feel that's the least I can do, if they're sending so much love, that's the least I can do. So it feels so nice, and it feels so. I feel so grateful for it.
Good. That's so good. So coming to your character, I think a lot of people have already asked you this, but the secrecy that is maintained, you said that was important. But don't you think that as an audience who loves to watch ADITI Rao Hydari on the screen was missing, and they were anxious? Like there were people like, where's Aditi? Why is there no Aditi in the teaser or the song or the trailer? So how did you feel about that, and how did you maintain the calm during all this happening?
So that's a chance that the makers took. So this was a discussion that Mohan sir, Nani, me, all of us had together, and we were like, let's just keep Sahiba quiet. And I wish that we had decided this a little earlier because they had announced the film with me in it. So I was just like, this is going to be a tough one. And Mohan sir said, no, no, people will forget about the announcement. But people don't forget.
Yeah.
So, so there were many threats and there were many memes. And through all that, though I felt like, oh God, I wish I could just tell them something. I just decided to keep quiet. And somewhere that was also a kind of very sweet feeling that I had, because like the kind of messages that people would send were so sweet. Some of them were hilarious, and they were so sweet that it made me feel so loved and made me feel missed. That's a very nice feeling. So in a way, like it's a backhanded compliment. And then at one point, I wrote to Mohan sir and I said, I can't be quiet. It's not fair. These are people who really, really, are sending me so much love, and they really, it's like they're missing. So let me at least say something to them. Let me write to them. So which is why I wrote to them, and they were like hashtags justice for Aditi and all. I was like, right. So that's why I put out a little note and I was like, few more days, and now it's all good. But I really feel that sometimes, and I've said this many times, I feel like as an actor, we are very accessible. We interview a lot before films release. We give out too much about our what we are doing in the film, etc. Sometimes it's really nice to be quiet. And I'm luckily not insecure, and luckily I don't have any need to be. Um, and I feel like work speaks for itself, and people. And the point is that when people see you, you must make an impact and they should take you home with them in their hearts. If that happens, that's what you're working for, right? So I feel like that's what we work for. So it's okay. Sometimes you just have to like hang in there, believe, and then you see the result. And now I'm seeing all over Twitter, they're going on Vishnu Saiba, Vishnu Saiba, 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 Saiba. So it's so nice. It's so good. And it's a challenge, to make people love in like 10 minutes. It's like a challenge. It's like there's no warm up. There's no oh we met, oh we. It's like wham, you're in love, and you have to feel. People have to feel it so that they cry at the end,
Yeah.
and so that they feel this whole boy's love for this girl, and that's why everything happens in the film. So it's quite a challenge, but it's also so rewarding when it gets the response that it gets.
I think sometimes the memes and the threats are worth it for keeping the silence.
Yeah. I was like, keep the memes coming. Don't stop the threats, but keep the memes coming.
Thank you for talking to us. Thank you for such a lovely interview. And good luck for your future projects.
Thank you.